There are several ways to set up your IDF curves and tables. One way we can do this is using equations. So in this next video, I'm going to go over some different options you have to set up those curves and tables inside of OpenRoads. Looking in the storm data dialog, there's 3 different storm data editors where you can use 3 different equations to build the intensities. And while it's not possible to change these equations since they are hard-coded into the program, you do have some options if your coefficients are not matching what you see available in these 3 sections. Now, since these coefficients are going to vary geographically, there's not going to be a source that Bentley is going to provide. Your local or regional agencies are going to be the best source for this information if you're not able to find it on the NOAA website. Now, one note I will make about the curve equation is that the coefficients A, B, and N, you may be familiar with them as something different. So in the past, these coefficients were labeled E, B, and D, and now those are going to be N, A, and B instead. So you can use these tables to directly input what those different coefficients are going to be. You can also use Model Builder to import this data more efficiently. Or if you do have different coefficients that you use, then you could use Excel to calculate your intensities and then import that information directly in as a user-defined IDF table. There is some documentation on this on Bentley Communities to walk you through the steps of importing IDF equation storm data using Model Builder, where you can build a spreadsheet, and these are going to be the codes that you use for the different units, where you're going to specify your equation duration unit, whether that be in minutes, seconds, hours, as well as the intensity unit and what you're going to be using there. And then in a second tab is where you're going to define the actual IDF labels, what those coefficients are going to be for each return event. And then the storm identifier can be any code. New codes are going to be created whenever they get imported into OpenRoads. But once you build the spreadsheet, then you will be able to use Model Builder and just set the import type to storm data. And that will allow you to build the storm data from a spreadsheet instead of manually entering this information in for each return event. And the Model Builder tool is going to be located on the Tools tab of the Drainage and Utilities workflow. You'll select Model Builder, go into the drainage data type. You'll need to create a new connection file where you are going to specify what your data source is, likely going to be Excel. Then you would go and browse to that source data. And then from there it's going to act as a wizard where you can map the source data to the OpenRoads feature information.